Little Amelie, or the character of Rain, was a movie I intended to see in 2025, but I didn't find any screening in the cinema to premiere the film. It wasn't until this month in 2026 that I finally got the chance to see the movie for myself. And it seems a bit of a shame that this is quite a niche film, because when I went to its screening at the Vue Cinema, I was literally the only person to attend the cinema. Kind of a shame. But what is this movie all about? This movie is based on an autobiographical novel of the writer Amelie, who is a Belgian woman. She recounts her life in her initial years, her initial toddler years, where she was born in Japan to a Belgian family. This movie is a pretty straightforward movie, in that it's a slice-of-life movie about a toddler trying to get adjusted to the curiously wonderful world around her. According to this movie, Amelie is born in a rather vegetative state, but after an earthquake, she becomes rather neglective of the family around her as she finally learns how to move around and is suddenly very alert of the world around her. So, the local landlady calls in a nanny, Nishio-San, to look after her. After Amelie is helped by her Belgian grandmother to speak and to communicate, thanks to tasting white chocolate for the first time. Belgian white chocolate, to be specific. I heard Belgian chocolate's really good. She becomes more communicative, and she forms a very deep friendship with her nanny, Nishio-san, who's genuinely looking after her. Now, I could delve more into the movie, but I don't want to give away what happens in the movie. I mean, on the one hand, one could make the case there isn't really that much to spoil per se. You could always just get to know Amelie as a person, just watch the events of the movie unfold as is. But at the same time, there's some bits of the movie that I'd want you to experience for yourself, because this movie really is quite an experience, isn't it? There's one moment in particular where something happens that genuinely made me go. I guarantee you, this movie, as simple as it is, it's deeply emotionally investing, and it helps that the animation for this movie is absolutely gorgeous, absolutely sublime, with immense strength towards the character animation and sheer depth of color. Deeply imaginative and deeply grounded at the same time. Something I forgot to mention in the initial premise for this video is that this Belgian family is specifically living in post-war Japan. So there's several characters who are overcoming trauma from previous events. And I find the way that the film discusses trauma to be quite a fascinating take, in that it's not overt. It's very much interwoven into the presentation so that children of a variety of ages can go into this film and take the time to just get a basic understanding of the kind of pain that these other characters are going through. I mean, over the course of the movie, Amelie not only gets awakened to the immense miracle of life, but she also is introduced to the overwhelming concept of death and the various aspects that go along with that, and what happens to people beyond that, and how people are honored after the fact. I should note that throughout the movie, Nishio-san has been doing everything in her power to ensure that Amelie is looked after, and that she gets accommodated to the wonders of life, and that she's there for her growth, never talking down on her perceptiveness, and investing her curiosity, and helping her to grow as a person. But another character who's observing all this from afar, I won't give away who exactly it is, but it should be obvious if you've seen the movie. One particular character who sees Nishio-san have all this kindness towards the Belgian family, and this other character has so much deep malice and resentment towards the Belgian family, because of what happened during the war. Nishio-San sees this as an opportunity to reconcile, but this other character just can't seem to conceive of the fact. I can't help but compare that to nowadays. Sadly, that hasn't really changed as far as today's society has come along. I mean, you have this one character who's deeply resentful to the Belgium family for nothing that they did wrong, especially when you consider the children, and particularly Amelie in this case, who's only just barely reaching the age of 3. What did she do to deserve this kind of resentful hatred? She didn't ask for this. And so Nishio-san is just doing everything in her power to tell Amelie, look, you're loved, okay? It's not your fault. Terrible things happen in life, but that does not mean we need to resent what happened. If anything, it's an invitation to reconcile with people. And it just saddens my soul that so many people can't conceive of the notion of reconciling with each other. Instead, people just throw more oil into the unhealthy fire of hatred and just end up repeating the same mistakes of hostility as those who came before. And that kind of hostility overlooks the harsh, uncomfortable truth that every culture around the world has done something wrong. And the deeper truth is, we ought to be invited to come together as one, to be kind to one another. I mean, of course, the movie isn't going to explicitly say that. It's a very simple story from the perspective of a toddler, but it is very much implied, and that kind of messaging is pretty clear to all ages watching this movie. I mean, here in the UK, it's rated PG as opposed to U. U meaning universal, all ages can watch it, no bother, but PG meaning parental guidance. Because there is some emotionally immense subject matter throughout the film. Call me crazy for this claim, but I think if your toddler is mature enough, I'd encourage showing this film to that kind of toddler, if he or she can handle that. If I did have any issues with the movie, I'd say there were some minor issues that didn't necessarily ruin the movie, but did detract it from really succeeding to become an absolute masterpiece. There's a few pacing related issues, and probably 1 or 2 lines of spoken dialogue that could have done with a bit of tweaking, but honestly, those are the only complaints I can think of. This is otherwise an absolutely fantastic, brilliant, beautiful movie. Full of charm, full of heart, might even make you a bit teary-eyed by the end. I give Little Amelie, or the character of Rain, an 11 out of 12. You should go see this if you get the chance. I'd highly recommend it. If you've seen the movie yourself, what stood out for you? I look forward to discussing otherwise in the comments down below. In the meantime, ScotsThinker, signing out.